are you? Good Sunday. It's still Sunday afternoon. This is my second video for the day, so I'm going to have on the same clothes, okay? I'm making a video on my Sunday's dinner, but right now we are going to do some bread pudding. Yes, bread pudding. We are old school, y'all. That's my husband's favorite dessert. So let's get right into it. Get this bread pudding put together, let it sit, and get it in the oven in time for dessert tonight. Okay? All right, y'all. What we're doing here is making our bread pudding. Now, this is something else that I've made before. Pretty much make it the same way all the time. But what I'm doing today, what I'm using, I should say, is all hot dog buns, okay? I had some hot dog buns that had been here a while, a couple of packages of them. So I'm just taking them so that they don't mold or don't go to waste. Sometimes I'll put it out in the refrigerator out there until I can, get to use it. But you don't want the freshest bread, okay? I'm just going to use the rest of these, and I'm just going to take them and break them up. It's going to take and break them up. You can use any kind of bread you want, okay? Sometimes I'll buy some rolls, buns or something like that and just let them sit a while. Any kind of bread you want. You can use white bread. It does not matter as long as it's some bread. Okay, so I got all my bread, and I'm going to work with this. I'm not going to, hopefully won't have to add any more. I'm not trying to add any more bread because that's all my buns there. Okay. All right, so we have our buns, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to put in here. Now, bread pudding, there's really no magic recipe for bread pudding, y'all. Okay, it's not. You put in your bread pudding what you want to put in there. Okay, and basically every time I make it, I use the same thing. I like apples. We like apples. Okay, I have 2 apples here, and I asked my husband to pick me up some apples, and I wanted Honey Crisp. Okay, because they hold up really well when you're baking. That or Granny Smith. He did get me one Honey Crisp. This one, I don't know what it is, but it's not a Honey Crisp. But I'm going to use it, okay? I'm also going to put in a can of pineapple tidbits. Is that what this is? They're supposed to be. Yeah, pineapple tidbits. Okay, I'm going to put the whole can and the juice. I'm going to put in some raisins. I have some leftover golden raisins. I have some, and because I didn't think I was going to have enough, I got some regular raisins as well. Okay, I'm going to use 2 small boxes of that. Okay, and then let's see what else. I have 8 eggs. Okay, because you want the custard. That's your custard. That in the milk, okay? Now, my milk, let's talk about that. I didn't have any regular milk in the house. I don't know why I don't, okay? So what I'm using about a can and a half, a cup and a half of evaporated milk, which I would use anyway. I usually mix it with my regular milk, but I like this. It's much richer, okay? So I had a cup and a half in this can. And then I had a cup of whipping cream left in the fridge. So I'm going to use that up, okay? If I do not have enough liquid, I will open up another can of evaporated milk. Okay, and here's my milk here. And then to my milk, I added 1 stick of melted butter. Now, a lot of times I will heat my milk, and it's gotten cold, but that's okay. A lot of times I will heat my milk and then let it cool down. I didn't really have time for that, so I just melted my butter and put it in here, but it looks like it's hardened already. So what I might do is just put this in the microwave for just a smidgen to get that butter where it needs to be, but not to get it too hot, okay? Because I do not want to cook my eggs. And then we'll beat up our eggs. I want to put this in the microwave right quick, y'all. Let's see here. Yeah, I've had this ready just for a while here while I was cooking dinner. Okay, so we'll get this melted just a little bit and we'll start putting this bread pudding together. I don't even know if that's enough. It probably is not, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna start putting it together. I also have some extract. I have lemon, vanilla, and coconut. Okay, I'm going to use all three of those. I'm going to go ahead on and beat up my eggs. Beat them up before you put them in there. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm rushing. But it does mix up a little bit easier if you go ahead on and beat your eggs up. Okay, y'all? But I've been known to just drop them in there. I want to get this good and wet before I put everything else in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop my eggs. And like I say, any kind of fruit you like, put it in there. Put it right in there. And I have some cinnamon. If I didn't mention that, let me go ahead on and pour this milk. And know that butter is still not melted, but it's all good, y'all. I don't know if that's going to be enough milk. Let's get it all. If not, I'll add some evaporated milk, okay? So let's get to stirring and see. And then after we get this together, we're going to let it sit for about 30 minutes outside of the oven. Yeah, you can tell this is going to be rich, y'all, with that all evaporated milk and whipping cream. Oh, yes. It's going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to take and put my raisins in. I need to get those eggs stirred up. I know that. I know it. Okay, you could, if it's easier for you to mix this in a bowl and then pour it in here, you can do that. I usually just mix it right here in my baking dish. Okay, look at that. That's going to be scrumptious, y'all. That's going to be so rich and scrumptious. This is really my husband's favorite dessert. He loves bread pudding. Okay. Yes. I'll put my raisins. And I think I will add those two small, come on out of there. Two small boxes. I want to get them all, y'all, because all right. Put that there. Let's open up these. He said they didn't have the larger boxes, so he got these, and that's fine. Okay, put this one in there. I like the golden best, but it doesn't matter really. Okay, so we have that in there. We're going to take and put our pineapple. I've already cleaned my lid, and I'm going to put the pineapple and the juice in here. Yes, I like the tidbits just because they're not too big, but they're a little bit larger than the crushed, so you know it's in here, but you're not really biting down on anything that's too large. Okay, look at that, y'all. I could probably put some water in here and be okay. This is so rich right here. Yes, it is. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel my apples, and I'm not going to do that on camera, okay, y'all? And we got to put our sugar in, too. How about that? Don't want to forget our sugar. Before I cut up these apples, let's go ahead on and put in our sugar. Okay, usually in this dish, and I normally make it in this dish, and I have another one, the same size, I'm gonna put two to 2.5 cups. Okay, it's up to you. That's 2 cups. Up to you. You don't want that much sugar. Don't put that much sugar in there. Okay. Yeah, you'll find if I'm gonna eat sweet, it's gonna be sweet. Yes. So I'm gonna peel my apples, and the only thing we have to put in here other than the apples is our flavor. And I just take and peel my apple just like that, okay? And then cut it up as big or as small as you want to in your bread pudding. Okay, take and cut it off the seed here. I'm just going to show you with a piece, and then I'll come back and just cut it as big or small as you would like, okay? And 2 apples for me, that's usually what I use, is 2 apples is enough. You will get apples in every bite. Okay, that's how I'm gonna cut them up. When I'm done, I'll be right back and we're gonna get this bread pudding complete. All right, y'all, I'm back. I've got my apples in here now. So everything is in here except for the flavor. Now, look, this is quite rich. Okay, I changed my spoon so I won't make too much noise here stirring, because I'm trying to get my eggs and all made sure that everything is in here mixed well. Okay, I am going to add, instead of milk, okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of water. I put it right in that. I have a cup in here. I'm not going to use it all, and trust that water won't hurt anything, because you have that evaporated milk in here and you have a lot of it. That's all we have, and the whipping cream. Okay, so don't be disturbed. This is going to be fine. Now let's put in, that's my oven going off. Okay, let's go ahead on and put in our coconut extract as much as you want. Okay, I like this combination. Vanilla. Let me stop my oven from beeping. All right. And then a little bit of lemon, y'all. Okay. And that is it. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I hope I haven't. But anyway, that's it. So I'm going to let this, I'm going to stir it just a little bit more. Make sure that everything is combined. And you want it soupy, okay? Because as it sits, this bread is going to soak up a lot of this liquid, okay? And to me, the custard is the most important part of a bread pudding. I don't like dry bread pudding. I do not. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven on 350 and let it cook. It's gonna cook anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour. But I will let you know exactly how long this cooks, okay? And before I put it in the oven, I'm gonna come back anyway. All right, y'all. See you after 30 minutes. All right, y'all, this bread pudding is getting ready to go into the oven. It has sat here for a little over 30 minutes, okay? You see how it's already congealing. Look at that. That bread has absorbed a lot of that liquid. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll let you know how long it was in there, okay? And when it comes out, it's going to be delicious. All right, I'm back with this bread pudding. Look at that beautiful bread pudding, y'all. Look at it. Gorgeous. And it's been sitting out just about 10 minutes. What I have here is some confectioner's sugar. Okay, I put a tablespoon of butter in it. Okay, and a drop of milk. Yeah, finally got some, right? Okay, and what I'm going to do is just drizzle this. I want to taste it, y'all. I want to taste that without this butter. I don't want that butter. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, and we're just going to drizzle it. You don't have to do this. Okay, it just gives it a little something extra. Just a little something extra. Yes. My husband likes the little drizzle. Okay, and this was a cup of confectioner's sugar. Just a cup. Now, if you want more, you have to use more confectioner's sugar, of course. And by this being hot still, this bread pudding being hot, this will probably just kind of disappear into the bread pudding, which is fine. Yes. All right, y'all. Look at that. Making some good old-fashioned bread pudding. We are going old school tonight. Yes. And it's going to be good. All right. Yes. And as always, once again, today, thank you for joining me. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Okay, y'all, I'm going to see you real soon on my next video. Bye-bye.